our spirit? What is it? Where does it go? Are we able to see them using our mind's eye? If so, just what can spirit teach us? Welcome to School Through Spirit. Host DeEtte Renee is a certified psychic medium and master teacher of psychic and mediumship development through LWISSD. DeEtte was born knowing spirit and now is here to help you better understand the spirit world. And now your host, DeEtte Renee.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome to School Through Spirit. This is DeEtte here. Coming to you every Monday morning just to bring a little bit of awareness through everyday life. I'm sorry, guys. I'm running a little late this morning, and it turns out most of my links are not working. So while I'm speaking, I am redoing all that also. So bear with me as I'm kind of like going, hey, I don't know if I'm coming or going right now. But we are making this happen. We are definitely trying to make this happen. So as we know, every week we do come through with, again, a little bit of Neil Donald Walsh. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Keith. We do come through with Neil Donald Walsh. I know a lot of people don't remember Neil. That's okay. He's still inspirational. He's still very, very amazing. I love this gentleman, and I will, and for a very, very long time. So our highlighted deck, because as we know, oh my gosh, you too, sir, you too. Some links just aren't going to work. So our highlight deck for our 5-card stud is the Sacred Biodiversity Oracle by Angela Manno. This is a Bear and Company deck. There we go. A little less glare if I do it that way. So we will be looking at that in a few minutes. And we're just I'm going to get comfortable because I honestly don't know. I have not flipped the book yet to see where we're talking at, what we're doing here yet today. So I don't know if I need comfort or not. So let's look. Flip. Okay. Okay. Did you see the pages keep flipping? Do you know what you are doing here? I don't. But it's kind of curious. Do you know what you're doing here? Why you have come to this world in this way, at this time, in this place? You are being a magnificent possibility, and you are here not only to know who you are, but to create who you wish to be. I tell you this. Men have achieved results much greater than flying. Men have healed sickness. Men have raised the dead. That's interesting. I'll tell you what. This is a good one. And I think especially with today's day, how we are going, I also want to bring up here because we read this. Now, I was quite interested in this because this came through this morning in my email with Neil. Of course, I get it in email also. And I thought this is kind of interesting. I'm liking how they play together. It's that life was meant to be fun. It's hard to believe sometimes, but it's true. It's all about point of view. Even our most difficult moments bring us gifts. And so life may call upon us to be a bit philosophical now and then, to embrace the lows with the highs. The trick, of course, is gratitude. Therein will you find both your peace and your joy. Now, I know these don't seem like they go together. I get it. One is going, oh my God, we're here to, really kind of create. This one's going, just be happy. And I do understand we don't necessarily see that they come together, but honestly, they do. They come together quite beautifully. And this is how they come together. Why? Because you can't create a life you want if you're always miserable. I hate to say this. You cannot just jump up and go, oh my God, life is going to be so grand. I have all these plans, blah, blah, blah. And then walk around just pissed. Sorry to say it. It doesn't work that way. If you walk around upset, if you walk around in the Debbie Downers, what are you creating but more of the Debbie Downers? Why? Because we sit in this place, we create what we are. You know what I mean? We create what we are. And I know that doesn't necessarily make sense. Okay. I know it doesn't make sense. I was talking, hello, darling. I was talking, I think it was last week, maybe the week prior, about when I used to go out and buy lottery tickets all the time, and I used to win all the time. Why? Because I expected to win. I expected to be in this place where I won. I mean, there was no reason for me not to win. Like, I won the first one. I won, $50, $100, whatever it was. And I was like, oh my God, this is super cool. Let's do it again. I had no doubt walking up to the counter, buying another scratch off, that I wasn't going to win $50 to $200. I mean, that was in my headspace. And nobody told me different. And I know you're saying common sense says you're not going to win all the time. I get it. But that wasn't in my headspace. So my headspace was I was going to win. I was going to win every time. Until literally I walked up to the counter one time in a different place. And he goes, don't know why you're buying it. Can't win it. It's already been won, blah, blah, blah. And I get in my head, I can't win. And literally it's been multiple years since I've won. Literally since that day. Why? Because he got it into my being. He got it into my soul. Okay. Let's flip to something else in my life that's happened. I just talked about this last weekend, because again, the power of literally, our own thoughts will honestly, sorry, had to delete something there. The power of our own thoughts create our reality. Now, there was a time that I was probably about 130, 135 pounds. I know. It's hard to believe, but I was. And I can remember I was sitting in this line at this gas station, okay? And there was this lady in front of me, this girl in front of me, and she was shorter than me, and she was a little bit rounder than me. And I remember, I know I'm weird, I looked at her butt, and I went, oh my God, what a nice butt. Like, oh my God. I'm like, and here was my thought, literally in my head, I could carry that. Instantly, I knew in a heartbeat. And not carry hers, but like I could have that on my hand, and it wouldn't be bad. To be that weight would not be bad. It's kind of what I was looking at. And instantly, I flew to my head that I was too thin. I had to gain weight. And it felt like overnight, 20 pounds was on me. Overnight. And I'll never forget it, because when I thought it in my head, that would look good on me. I wouldn't feel bad having that size of a body. Instantly, the weight was on. I literally put in my mind what I wanted to create. And I know that sounds it sounds unreal, but we do that all the time. Why? Because honestly, let's go to my dually. Thoughts become reality. What we think is what we're going to create. What we live is what we're going to create. That's who we are. And guys, I did take a shower today. It's just, we literally create that in our mind. Okay. We do it all the time. When you sit there and you have doubts about who you are, or doubts about what you can or cannot do, what are you going to create but more doubts? And that's what we're not about. That's what we're not supposed to be doing. Okay. When we start to look at it, and I know everybody out there is going, but yeah, there's so much going on in the world, blah, blah, blah. And there's so much. And honestly, it's very heavy, and it's very hard. And I'm not saying not show up. I'm not saying not do things. I'm not saying this is not political, guys. This is not political. This is not humane. I don't know what words to use. Okay. But what I'm saying is, in order to change your life, in order to change what's around you, you have to change what's in here. You have to start kind of appearing at things a little bit differently. Now, again, we're not going into the grand scope of everything out there. Okay. Will that change? It's going to shift. That's going to shift on it. That is going to shift. Trust me, guys. This is from one psychic to a lot of other psychics. We all know that this is going to shift. It's not going to be soon. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to shift. So let's look at our own personal lives, because that's what I'm trying to just kind of stay focused on. So creating yourself. Okay. So often, and oh my God, I'm getting so many questions in my head, like, but DeEtte, my life just sucks, or DeEtte, this happens, and how do I get past that? Start looking at some of what you feel as negative things. Okay. What you feel as negative. Okay. You lost your job. Let's take some big ones. You lost your job. Your car broke down. whatever. Let's look at the big ones. And instead of going, oh my God, why did this happen to me? Why is this happening to me? Instead, switch it to, why is this happening for me? Why is this happening for me? Why have I brought this into my life to happen for me? Now, I will tell you, at some point, if you look at this and you start to switch it to this type of a question, you will start to open up your own thought process. Let's take the job. All of a sudden, you walk into work and you've been axed. Not because you're a bad employee, but just because they've removed the position. Like you get the notice, you walk in, you're like, sorry, we have no place for you. In this position is not here. Now, if you instantly go to the thought of, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Blah, 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 blah. What is going to happen? No doors are going to open for you. No positivity is going to come. You're going to go home and you're going to go, you're literally going to start falling downstairs. Why? Because you've put yourself in that headspace. So instead, look at yourself. I get it. It's going to take a moment. Take a deep breath and go, wow. Number one, how long ago did I think I wanted to shift? I wanted to change. How long ago did I think, not sure if I like this job anymore. I want something different. Wish it was more exciting. Whatever. I need more money. Whatever the thought was that you brought into your mind. So why is this happening for you? Why? Because you created the thought. You created this train to start moving. You started. So in that quick thought, you can take a few actions after you take a breath. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. I really do appreciate it. But while you're saying that, is this a company you want to stay with? If it is there other positions that have been created that I could possibly apply for that I might be better suited for? That's a question. It might also, if you decide you don't want to work for that company, you walk out the front door, very pleasant, very happy, and maybe it came with a severance package. Maybe it came with, 6 months paid. Who knows? Because as soon as you open up that idea of this happened for me versus against me, you open up doors. Why? Because you open up those doors of creativity for more to come to you. And it puts you in a positive light. Now, does it mean that the bills are going to be covered magically? Probably not magically. But again, you're opening up those doors. Why? Because when you walk out the front door, you can do a little skip and go, you know what? I think it's the day. I got the day off. I'm going to go get some coffee. I'm going to do something for myself today. And I know people are going, but oh my God, you just lost your money. Well, yeah, but you don't want to go into the instant, grab your bank account and hold it so tight that nothing can come out. Because what is happening is now you're saying, I'm broke. I don't have money. And you're creating that. You're creating that I can't spend any money because I have no money coming in. Again, not something you want to create. Now, this does not mean go buy a brand new boat. But this does mean go buy some coffee. Go buy the croissant. Go buy yourself an outfit, whatever it might be. Put yourself in that headspace that I'm okay. Money's still coming into me. And I'm grateful for this happening because it gave me the day off. And it gave me the availability to recreate what is coming towards me. Okay? And although this seems like it's a big thing, honestly, it's very small. Because as they read, people have lifted the dead. Our minds are so powerful. They're incredibly powerful. When we sit back and we go, we will literally put out there, I want to make this decision, but I can't. Please give me a sign. Please give me a sign. You are literally telling out the universe, I want this. I'm not sure. So I want you to, I'm going to create something to come to me to let me know if I should or should not do this. You created that. There is nothing in your life that you have not created that's around you. Nothing. It is your doubt that keeps blocking you. And I know you're like, really? Yeah, it is. You can't put in one thought, oh my gosh, I want to do this. And the next thought go, maybe not so much. You can't have both worlds. You cannot live in both hands. So many people go, I'm self-destructive. Yeah, you are. You're very self-destructive. Another thing that happens is we put out there what we want, and then we try to micromanage it. Now, I know you're like, well, isn't that kind of creating? Eh, you're co-creating. Okay, think about co-creation. You're putting something out there. I want this. I want it to come to me. But then you got to get out of the way. You got to go, it's coming to me whatever way it's going to get to me. Now, I got some pretty amazing friends. Okay. And there's this one friend that I know for the longest time has tried to get to celebrity status. Oh my gosh, they've been trying and trying and trying. And it doesn't, not that they don't belong there. Not that they're not good enough. Not that they're not lovable enough, because they're all that. And it's not that they haven't had the opportunities, because the opportunity's been there. They've been offered the position. They've been offered the limelight several times. And it's pretty cool because I watched their process and it's like, oh, there it is. Yes, they're finally going to get there. And when they get there, they decide they're going to take over the show because this is how they want it ran. Their name's not on the show. Their name's not on the producer list. They wanted to be the star. They were going to get it. They didn't put out there, I want to be the star and I want to create it all and I want to do it all and I want to manage it all. So every time they go in there and they try to, now they're shifting their reality because they went from I want to be the star to I want to be the one that runs the show. And what have they done? They've kind of reacted what they put out there. And they still sit here and I have tried to talk to them until I'm blue in my face. And they don't get it. Most of us don't get it. I know, I'm flipping around this chair. But even with that, you're being counterproductive with what you want. You can't literally say, I want this, and then change it, because the change is going to destroy your creation. It just is. It's kind of like if you decide you want black walls in your house. Okay, that's awesome. Black walls are really cool. And you get in there and you start to do the black walls, which is really awesome. And you get partway through and you go, oh, yeah, I'm over this. What are you going to go through? It's not like it's miraculously going to be white again. You have to go through a process. You have to undo all the money you spent, all this. Is it worth it? It is in the end for you. But that shift is going to cause chaos. And it's going to cause destruction. And it's going to cause everything you've done to be thrown away. And you have to restart. Because, and I know you're going, well, what's that mean? Well, black walls. Black walls are not easily covered. You have to go through a process to cover black walls. So not only have you wasted your time and your money, now you've wasted more money to undo what you did to restart again. And that's what you're doing. You're restarting again. You have to restart the creation. It isn't a shift. It's not going from beige to a little darker beige, so you just add another layer on. You literally cause chaos. You throw everything you've created away, and you have to start again. And that's what happens when you shift your thought patterns. That's what happens to us all the time. I know people tell me, oh my gosh, DeEtte, it seems like you're talking about the same thing. Well, apparently maybe I need to hear this. Who knows? But every time we put that reality out there, this is what we want, and it doesn't happen. Stop and think about how you put the stopper on, how you shift it. So when that bad thing happens, or what that you think is bad, instead of going, oh my gosh, this isn't what I wanted, blah, 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 and putting the stopper on it, stop and go, okay, why did this come to me? Why did I bring this to me? Why did I have this enter my life? What is the purpose for this? And it's a process. Trust me, I've been working with this what feels like forever, and I think I'm finally there of going, why did this happen for me? What did I put out there into the universe that I brought this situation to me to start to shift the reality that I have? Because it's a blessing. I know. You're telling me house burning down is not a blessing. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a blessing you don't even realize it. I can remember, and I'm gonna go this because the minute I said that, I seen this thing that played out in my life. It was last year. I mean, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before. This amazing family. Amazing. I mean, mom and dad, I think they were teachers. Don't quote me on that. And they had kids. They had pretty solid structure family, and they had a house. And shortly before Christmas, the house burned. And I mean, unsalvageable. Nothing in it was salvageable. I mean, it burnt down. It was gone. And the only clothes that they had on, literally, I mean, hand-me-downs would be a pleasant word to call it. I mean, we seen them in the $5 store because my grandkids love to go there. And we weren't judging. We were just talking to them. I mean, come on. Who cares what you're wearing? We were talking to them. And they had, all the kids had all these things from toys to face masks to everything. And I had started a conversation with this lady. And she told me how, they'd lost their house. I went, oh my gosh, I heard about that. She goes, yeah. I said, oh, great place to come and start replenish. And she goes, oh, that's not what we're doing. I said, really? Because I mean, I'm looking at everything they got, and it literally would look like they were replenishing the bathroom to clothes, to toys, to everything. And she goes, no. We decided to turn this Christmas into something else. I said, oh, yeah? She goes, yeah. She goes, yeah, our house is gone. Everything we own is gone. The dog is alive, but that's about it, in the family. And she goes, but we're so grateful that we survived. The animal survived. That we decide to bless other people. Okay. And they were going out shopping on a dime to give gifts to other people. And I thought, you guys don't have any of this stuff. And you're turning this into a blessing. And it was the most miraculous thing because I went, wow, what a way to go. And she goes, because the whole conversation was about wanting to teach the kids that just because everything was gone, it didn't mean it was hardship. It means let's turn this into a blessing. Let's now give to other people. Not that we need to take it because they were going to regain. But they used it as an opportunity to be grateful for what was really important. Now, I haven't followed their story, but I bet you they have rebuilt better than they ever have because they looked at it as a gratitude. And that's really taught me a lesson because I honestly believe when we have life circumstances, sitting in gratitude and going, thank you for bringing this to me. Thank you for bringing this, whether it was good, bad, or ugly. Thank you for bringing this into my life. So it gives me an opportunity to shift my life. You are going to create a better life for you. And that is literally how we manifest. That's how you get things in life. That's how you create life. Is literally by going, here we go. Bringing more of that into you. So living in gratitude and being a grateful person brings things into your life that you're grateful for. It's literally that simple. You'll start to realize that you are the person creating everything. You are the person that brings the destruction into your life. Why? Because it's your own thoughts. You are the person that brings the good into your life. Why? Because it's your own thoughts. Start to realize how powerful you are and how many amazing things you can do just by thinking about it. You will start to realize how your life is going to shift, how much better your life is going to be. Start to believe in you. Start to recognize your thoughts. And start to look back in life how many times you've thought something and it happened. Now it's funny because I taught a class this weekend and one of the students went to me. Somebody told me that I don't see the future, that I make the future happen. And in that moment, I told them, nope, you're psychic. You're psychic, because they are. They are seeing it. They're seeing it's coming to them. They're seeing it happen. But just as psychic as they are, honestly, they're also creating it. They're also creating it. And it's amazing when you start to realize that you are also creating your own reality and the fact that you can now see it coming in the future. Think about that. And start to look at this week, shifting things a little bit. Baby steps. Shift a little bit. Be a little grateful. Start living what you want. If you're not happy, watch unhappy things happen. If you're grateful, start to watch the grateful things happen. Practice it. Live it. And we'll talk next Monday morning to see if it made a difference in your life. With that being said, we're going to take a quick station break and we'll come back with School Through Spirit and our 5-card stud. We will see you in a few, guys.
Attention, curious practitioners in the realm of transformative experiences, holistic wellness, intuitive guidance, and metaphysical arts. Are you ready to expand your horizons and take your practice to new heights? Join the Edge Partner Directory, where your expertise can shine and your services can transform lives. We are dedicated to creating a community of practitioners who are as curious and passionate as you are about guiding others on their journeys of self-discovery, healing, and growth. As a member of the Edge Partner Directory, you will connect with a network of like-minded practitioners who share your curiosity and passion for exploring the depths of human potential, and showcase your unique offerings to a diverse audience of seekers actively looking for transformative experiences here, there, and everywhere. Embrace your curiosity and take the next step in your practice's journey to becoming an Edge Partner. Learn more at edgedirectory.net. Again, go to edgedirectory.net.
Do you or someone in your family suffer from nightmares? Is your home cluttered and you can't seem to clear it out? Your home or office may have low vibrational energy, and it could be impacting you and your family. Using the ancient techniques of dowsing, Master Dowser Annette Regalo can raise the vibration of your home or office by identifying and curing stress lines and negative vortexes that may be creating disharmony in your home or office. Annette has over 20 years of dowsing experience and is passionate about creating high vibrational spaces for others to live and work. Contact Annette today at 612-394-3736 or AnnetteRegalo.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is DeEtte, School Through Spirit with the Edge Network. So let's do our 5-card stud today. Again, we are using the Sacred Biodiversity Oracle by Angela Manno. This is a Bear and Company publication. I've had this one for a while. It's really weird. This one has been picked up and put up, and I go to grab it to put it in for the next week's show, and it's like falling down. I'm like, okay, we'll grab a different one, whatever that looks like. So it's really it's amazing. This one is picked when it was going to be here. So let's read the back. It says, exploring the richness and necessity of biodiversity. This deck of 36 full-color features the work of world-renowned artist Angela Manno and reveals how the loss of biodiversity is leading to the warming of our planet. She presents earth-threatening species in a traditionally religious form. The icon to illustrate its true significance, rich with insights from geologian Thomas Berry and other ecological elders. The guidebook reveals the preciousness of each organism, specific challenges to its existence, and its effect on the greater biological community and human health. Uniquely supported by QR codes leading to the websites of conservation organizations working to protect each species and its habitat, this deck inspires contemplation, empathy, and meaningful action to enact personal and planetary healing. That's a mouthful, but there you go. It is a book about conservation. Kind of like this. You gotta see what they're going from. We know I love this. Okay, we love that. We love that. These cards are huge, just so you know. These cards are huge. The book is big. Colors. Not huge, but definitely colors, which I kind of like. Looks like we're going to probably have to use the book, guys. Looks like I'm going to have to use the book. These cards are huge. Look at my head. They're huge. They're huge. I like it. They're huge, but these are definitely, they're big. I don't know how I'm supposed to shuffle. I guess this way. You know what? We'll always figure it out, won't we? We will always figure it out one way or another. We will figure this out. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So 5 card stud. How do we work 5 card stud? I am going to pull 5 different cards. I'm going to read them individually. You guys get to pick your numbers 1 through 5. You can pick 1 number, 2 number. You can pick all the numbers. I don't really care. This is up to you. And you get a little bit of guidance using the cards for your life. Now, when I'm done reading the cards individually, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read them as a whole, like one big reading with 5 cards. So there's that also. Now, if you would like, you can really quickly write down all your issues in life. All of your issues very, very quickly. And you can go, okay, DeEtte is going to give me a little bit of guidance. And it is going to be a little bit of guidance. Good morning, Miss Ingrid. Those are huge. Good morning. I know they're big, aren't they? So there we go. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of cutting here. See what happens. So there we go, guys. We're going to see what happens. I'm looking at, I never went live on Instagram. I'm just batting 1,000 here this morning, guys. Way to go. Good morning, Iris. So card number 1. Again, guys, I'm going to need to use the book because it's the seahorse. I'm not even going to come close to saying it's like really long. Hippocampus hystrix. Big card. Let's look in the book what they are. I got thoughts in my head. I do have thoughts in my head because I understand a little bit about this little guy here. But what are they talking? What are they looking at? They're saying the seahorse is one of the 4. Okay. Okay. Wow, this is the way they wrote this is like, oh my gosh, it's a lot of information and it tells a lot about it and blah, blah, blah. It does. And it says reflection. In the time to gather all your impressions and record them by journaling, you also have the process of automatic writing to further access your intuition response. Okay, I don't know what. Allowing emotions release in the precious step to follow your action. Okay, what can I do? You know what? This is a little bit harder. This one is more about a learning deck than anything. But you know what? Right off the bat, when I looked at the seahorse card, honestly, you know, I loved it because they're at the bottom feeder. They're the small bottom dwelling organisms. They help structure the coastal ecosystem. And I do know they're very hardy species. Okay. They're very hardy. Which is quite interesting about a seahorse. Okay. Now we're going to have to kind of go off on the cusp for this because the book, honestly, I will tell you, is more about what to do, blah, 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 how to work with a card. Not so much as a reading from what I'm seeing, but we'll keep looking with each card. So when I'm looking at the seahorse, so I am looking at the fact that hardiness says these are really beautiful creatures. But the thing is when you go looking for them, I can never find them. I will tell you what, I can never find the seahorse. I know it's there. I know it's somewhere in there, but I do know they're in their bottom. They're very hardy. They're very much at the bottom. I also know when they have little babies, they have tons of little babies. Okay. So they're very hardy. They're well going. And if you pick card number 1, you are feeling that you're at the bottom. You're feeling like you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You feel like you know what? You're not being seen. You're not being found. You're at the bottom. And that really you're kind of getting the scraps of the earth is what you kind of feel like you're getting right now. I want to tell you, this card is showing you that really what you are is the hardy one. You don't realize hard. You're not realizing the abundance of what you got. Why? Because you're in a place that nobody else is seeing. You're in a place that nobody else is really kind of giving that attention to. And you have to start to realize that's how beautiful that place is in life. It really is. Why? Because you have everything there to kind of build a very sound structure, a sound foundation, because that's where you're at. It's the foundation. So start to realize that you're in the best place that you can be right now to build a solid foundation for yourself and to be able to bring yourself back up. Okay. So that's card number 1, the seahorse. Let's go to the next card. Let's see if I can pull that one off twice. Ooh, the gray wolf. The gray wolf. We're not even going to look at the book on this one because when I'm looking at the gray wolf, you know what? The wolves are pack animals. Wolves are opportunistic. Wolves are survivors. They're hunters. And I will tell you what, they have got an inner guidance system like no other. Okay. And even though they come close to extinction, guess what happens? They always reel back, which is really kind of cool. So when we're looking at this one, look around yourself. You're thinking you're alone. You're thinking you don't have anything else with you. But this card, if I'm pulling card number 2, and this is what you are not alone. You definitely have a support system. You do have a family structure. May not necessarily be blood, but it is there. You do have this family structure around you. Start to lean on that. Start to ask them assistance. Start to ask them for small things. This doesn't mean like give me money to make myself, get out of this. It's about going there to have them help you see the best in you to help uplift you. Okay. Just with the wolf and the wolf pack, each wolf in a pack has its place. It has its place so that the whole pack eats. Okay. The whole pack survives and it's able to thrive. So you are part of a pack somewhere, guys. Start to recognize your pack, start to realize you're not alone, and start to lean on other people for that support that you need internally. Ooh, the flamingo, the Eden flamingo. This one is all about balance, guys. This is all about balance. If you pick card number 3, you are off balance. You are completely, totally, and thoroughly off balance, and you got the weeble wobbles going on. And it's time to start looking at why you're off balance. Okay, why have you gotten yourself to a place that's uncomfortable and you feel like you're wobbling? And this card is straight up just telling you that, you know what, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to kind of put your arms out. You need to brace yourself. You need to take a couple of breaths and you need to bring it back to your center. Okay. Flamingos stand on that one leg for hours or days on end. Why? Because they bring it back to center. They know where their center of gravity is. And this card is telling you, you need to bring it back here. You've got everything going out here and every place else, and it's time to reel it in. Bring it in, bring it into center, start to realize what is or is not important, start to balance yourself, and then go forward. You're going to make it through it. The next one. Ooh, the chambered notice. It's a crab. It's kind of like just a crab, I think. At the end of the day, oh wow, this card is, good morning, Courtney. This card is really, it's kind of neat when I'm looking at this card because I will tell you what, this card looks like the ugly duckling of the cards. I'm looking at that critter going, but something's got its back, doesn't it? All the time. This thing is safe. This thing is safe. It can be the smallest creature. This creature might look like it has got nothing going for it, but it is safe. Why? It has got a hard backing here, guys. Very hard backing. And you need to start to realize that because it also has room to grow in there. Okay. You are backed up. You are protected. You are safe. You're looking at making some decisions in your life and you're going, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. You're really sitting with this indecision, but recognize that you're backed. Somebody's got your back. The universe has got your back. Your family's got your back. Your friends have got your back. You are in a safe place. Okay. And that safety net is going everywhere with you. You don't recognize it. You think you're going it alone, but you're really not. Okay. So look at that card. Now the last card of the day is the blue iguana. The blue iguana. I like him. I like him a lot. I have turned into a reptile person, whether I liked it or not. When I'm looking at him, this guy is smug. This guy has got muscles. This guy is chill. And this guy is like, you can't push me. You cannot push him off of his pedestal. Okay, when I'm looking at this. And this is kind of cool because there's a lot of different iguanas, but I'm thinking this one kind of looks like a badass to me. And when I'm looking at this card and you're picking number 5 as your card, you need to start to be rest assured within yourself. Okay. You need to be rest assured within yourself. You need to look at yourself and you really need to go, I got this. I got this. Because I think if you called number 5, you're having a lot of doubt within yourself. You're going, I can't do this. I don't know how I'm going to go forward. I don't know how I can fathom life happening right now. In this card, look at it. He is going, come on, you got this. You got this. Bring it to you. Okay. You need to start to have, I'm not going to say balls of steel, but you still have to bring some confidence to your life. You have to start kind of faking it till you make it because you're already there. You got the stuff to make this happen. You just have to get the belief in you that you can do this. So that'd be the blue iguana. So card number 1 is the seahorse. Card number 2 was the gray wolf. Card number 4 was the flamingo. Card number 4 was the chamber Nautilus, and card number 5 is a blue iguana. Now, when I'm looking at these all as a complete reading, this week is the week that you're ready to go forward. You've got some things happening. You have some ideas going on in your head, and you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure. Well, let's just face it. You're just going, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can do this. You're doing all that type of stuff. Okay. But the foundation has been set. You've done it. You created your foundation. It is there. You're ready to go forward. You put everything in place, and the only thing that's not ready is you. Why? Because you're the person saying, I can't do this. Now, this whole thing is saying you have set up a great foundation. Look at this. You've got your seahorse, you've got your pack, you've got your balance going on. You got it all. The only thing you're missing is you in the equation. So start to look at everything as if, you know what? I've done it all. All I got to do is show up now. That's all I have to do is I got to show up and I got to just go through the steps. You're ready. You're ready. You know what? These cards, I will tell you what, these cards are more about conservation and not a bad thing. I will tell you what, buy these cards, run with these cards. Now, if you're an animal person and you understand the animals, great cards for you. Why? Because you're going to really be able to pull off your knowledge. If you're a reader, better learn how to look at things and get that, let the cards just kind of bring in up here what you get from the card. So these cards are multiple different levels, many different levels for many different people. So pick wisely. If you're going to go out and buy these cards, pick wisely as to why you are grabbing these cards and then work with them. Okay. As I just showed you, it's easy enough to do if you allow your abilities to come in and make this happen. Because this book, I'm going to throw the book out. Okay. This book is awesome when it comes to literally telling you about the animal. It's great to tell you everything about the species about it. Does it give you some reflection and what to do with the card? Yes. Super awesome. I love that. It also tells you kind of going forward. But again, these are going to be more of an intuition card. But I still like the cards. I still like the cards. So where's DeEtte? Where's DeEtte this week? DeEtte is at Tinker Cottage in Rockford, Illinois, Friday night. That is February 6th. And I am with the Mr. Wonderful BFF, Larry Eisler, the third. Apparently, all the Larry Eislers are true Larry Eislers. You have to look at the numbers. He says there's a lot of them. I'm like, how many numbers are there? If you're the third, how many are there? But it is what it is. So I'm at the Tinker Cottage. This this Friday evening, not Saturday evening, this Friday evening, and we are doing a gallery and ghost hunt or exploration of the building itself, okay, which is super cool to me. I'm trying to get to where I can, there we go, so I can tell you the calendar of events. So it is called, what is it called? Paranormal Tour and Gallery Reading. They kept it very simple. So it's this Friday. It is from 7 to 10 p.m. You do have to go to the Tinker Cottage website to get the tickets, just so you know. You can go to Facebook and find that. Just look up the Tinker Cottage. And it'll say they're on their event part, Paranormal and Tour and Gallery. I do believe there's also an event page going on, so you can find out the price of the tickets. I think the tickets are around $30. Don't quote me on that. It is in Rockford, Illinois on Kent Street. It's a beautiful place. I've been there once. So much depth, so much history, which I really love. Tickets are limited for this, just so you know. It is a limited situation, a limited service. Only why? Because we can only fit so many through. And if we need to split it, we're going to split it where some people do the gallery and then some people go investigate, or they investigate first and they come to the gallery second. So that way we were able to double the ticket sales. But again, it's only a 3-hour ordeal. So it's a nice Saturday night date or Friday night date. Go have some, go grab your best person, go have some dinner, and then come find us at the Tinker Cottage, because it's really going to be a lovely event. I can't wait to go back. I was there with Larry doing the original speed run and Facebook Live absconding. Actually, there were abscondings Facebook Live, and they switched over to psychic speed runs, which are pretty cool. With that being said, guys, after that, my website's almost done. Hopefully within a week, I'll be able to say, here you go, guys, here you go. With that being said, guys, we'll see you next Monday morning. School Through Spirit with DeEtte on the Edge Network. Can't wait to see you. And you guys have a great week. Start believing yourself. Start seeing that everything's happening for you, not to you. Start living with gratitude and start creating the life you've always wanted. We'll see you soon.
There are psychic mediums, but there is nothing like DeEtte. Let's face it. We all struggle time and again. But if you seek the clarity you deserve, then you need to seek DeEtte. As a master teacher, DeEtte studied under international psychic medium Lisa Williams. Together, they not only help DeEtte better tap into spirit, but also build a long-lasting relationship. So many psychics tell us what we want to hear, and that just won't cut it with DeEtte. She tells you what you need to hear. No sugarcoating here. To book a reading with DeEtte is simple. Just visit her website, DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us. And follow the Yellow Brick Road to connect with DeEtte. Don't just sit there and ponder those questions. Ask them and let DeEtte guide you every step of the way. You need insight now, and DeEtte can help. Just visit DeEtte.us. That's DeEtte.us.